Take the next right onto Shaftesbury Avenue, then turn right onto Staines Road. Head southwest on Roslin Avenue towards Gladstone Avenue, then turn right onto Shaftesbury Avenue. In 150 yards, turn right onto Harlington Road West, A312. Turn right onto Harlington Road West, A312. Continue on A312 for 2 miles.
Get ultra-fast, ultra-reliable speeds of up to 900 megabits, even at peak times. Search BT Full Fibre. Subject to local availability, 30% UK coverage.
This coronation weekend, Morrison's are helping you get your grit on. With any 3 for £10 on selected packs of British meat. So that's your chance to eat like a king this weekend. Well, king of the barbecue at least. Majority of stores subject to availability. £4 to £4.25 each.
Cancer doesn't care if you're deaf, but Nikki from Macmillan Cancer Support does. Knowing that most deaf patients were struggling to understand healthcare professionals, she made it her mission to change that at the Macmillan Deaf Cancer Support Project. So now patients in Nottingham and beyond can get the information they need in a language they understand. Macmillan Cancer Support. Wherever you are, we do whatever it takes to help people living with cancer.
When it comes to helping those that really need it, actions speak louder than words. So here's what we've been doing at British Gas. Over the past year, we've given £50 million in energy debt support, including grants to help with bills. And we're keeping homes powered with emergency energy credit. That's enough talking. Let's get on with the doing. British Gas. Eligibility criteria apply.
Leading Britain's conversation, LBC with Ali Mirage.
Sally Mirage on LBC, it's 6:51. We're talking about whether the Republicans should leave the country on the back of Lee Anderson, the Vice Chair of the Conservative Party, saying they should. And I'm also asking you what the coronation says about our country. Jason in Marylebone, I'll come to you in just a second. Scott says, hi Ali, the fact that the Republican movement didn't get the chance to protest, they were targeted preemptively and rounded up. They had arranged with the Met to peacefully protest and then went back on their word and giving some lame excuses for arresting them. Interesting point. And Andy in Nuneaton says, you say protests should disrupt people's day-to-day life, but what about the 100 million disruption to my life yesterday? Andy, all I'll say to that is that you knew for weeks in advance what the route would be. You could plan your life around it. People who superglue themselves to roads that people are trying to get to their kids to school on, or climb the gantries on the M25, do not extend the same courtesy to the rest of us. Jason in Marylebone, good morning.
Good morning, sir. It's an interesting conversation, and it just irritates me where you get so many people that go on about the royal family, how much yesterday cost, how much money they earn, when there's people in poverty. Let me tell you, I'm on the breadline myself, so I appreciate that it's very difficult when you don't have money and you see others with money. But what I totally appreciate and understand is that the royal family, I look at it as a business, and they bring in more money than what they cost us, and they make this country a reason for so many tourists to come here. It's great for that point, for that purpose.
But Jason, it's also more than that. Jason, it's also more than that and deeper than that, okay, as well. I agree with you. But it's deeper than that. And it's interesting because there's an article by Lee Cohen in The Spectator saying, and we heard earlier in the hour from Dave Ross from Kiro 97.3 in Seattle, because I wanted an opinion of someone outside the UK on how they view all this going on. And it says, this article by Lee Cohen in The Spectator says, sometimes it takes an American to appreciate the coronation. And he says, I was not prepared for the less than enthusiastic attitude I've encountered from some...
In a quarter of a mile, at Apex Corner, take the first exit onto the A316 slip road to see London, Richmond.
I can't be bothered, so I'm heading out of town. I mean, it's not just the fact that they bring in more money, it's also the fact that they weave together our national story in the tapestry of the nation.
Well, absolutely, and if you look at it like this, that people don't come to England for the weather. That's not the appeal to come to the UK if you're coming from a foreign country.
Yep.
It's not just about the royal family, it's about the historic side of it. Look at the
Exit the roundabout onto the slip road.
How many people watch that around the world? But I believe it was
Blockbuster.
successful.
Yeah, Blockbuster.
So yet people that live in England, why can't they see the good? Why can't they see the charities and stuff that they do?
I think, Jason, to be fair, I feel a bit like you sometimes. I feel a bit exasperated. I can hear it in your voice. I mean, I was at the Mall yesterday for the first time the carriage went...
In half a mile, at Hospital Bridge roundabout, take the second exit onto Chertsey Road, A316.
In Dorset, a couple from Turkey that have moved there but come back just for 4 days. I suppose people from all over the place that have come there. So I think we can also be in danger of overemphasizing the impact of the Republicans, who are only about 25% of the populace at the moment.
This is true, but I also have to congratulate the Met Police, which I don't do very often, because I actually think preventing a problem yesterday, rather than waiting for a problem to happen, to then us to be talking this morning, why didn't the Met Police do something about it?
Well, that's the argument. James, that's exactly, I think, the judgment they probably would have made. James, thanks a lot for your call. Michael in Ellesmere, good morning.
Hi, Ali, thank you for having me.
Exit the roundabout onto Chertsey Road. Continue on Chertsey Road for 1.5 miles.
In Russia now, isn't it? You see these protesters just being spirited away by ghouls. And can you tell me what is the difference?
Well, I mean, look, if you're in Russia, you can't. I mean, it's very difficult to express an opinion of any kind. I mean, I'll just ask Alexei Navalny, who's languishing in a Russian prison. I mean, you can't express any opinion that is contrary to the official line. We're not living in that kind of country here. Come on, let's be serious about this.
Okay, so the difference is you can express it, but you can't be there on the day.
You can be there on the day. You can be there on the day, but as our caller in Malaga was just saying, the police were not going to take any chances when the eyes of millions of people, not only in this country but around the world, were on this particular event. The police were not going to take chances. I mean, when I went, if people were holding up banners saying "Not my king," fine. If the police had grounds to suspect that people were going to lock themselves onto buildings or cause further disruption or cause a breach of the peace, then they are within their rights now under the Public Order Act, which had just been passed by the government last Wednesday, to take the actions they took to prevent there being disruption to this huge moment in the nation's history. Now, I'm a monarchist, fine. I'm not saying that Republicans, who I vehemently disagree with, by the way, should not have the right to protest. Of course they should, and I would defend to the death their right to do that. But you've also got to be mindful that the police were not going to want to take any chances when the eyes of the world were on them and the whole of London.
Yes, it's like one of the Putin's rallies, isn't it? When the eyes of the world are on Putin's rally, everyone's
Michael, come on.
Well, it's the same principle, isn't it? I'm not saying King Charles is Putin, but you don't want any protesters on the Red Square. These, disgusting little lefties, arrest them quickly, they shouldn't be allowed. You have all these Russian...
In a quarter of a mile, at Witton Road roundabout, take the fourth exit onto Witton Road, B361.
But come on, the British state is not treating the Republican protesters here like Alexander Litvinenko or Alexei Navalny. Come on, we need to be sensible about these conversations, because when people band around terms like fascism or Putin's Russia and things, you think, come on, let's put it in perspective and be sensible. I'm all for free speech, but let's have a nuanced, meaningful debate around this and not be reductionist and come up with this nonsense.
Yeah, Lee Anderson, he said that they should leave the country.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous.
They should be spat out like flies.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Daily Mail, It's
Exit the roundabout onto Witton Road.
Lots of similarities, and okay, you don't get punished as much, you don't get such long prison terms, but yeah, you can't protest on the day. That's it.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto London Road, A310.
Well, look, I understand where you're coming from. I disagree with the fact that we're not there in this country at all. I think that people can peacefully protest. They're allowed to do that. I don't think that they're getting spirited away. I I think this was a particular case on a coronation, first time in 70 years that we're having this. A lot of dignitaries around, a lot of crowds of people around as well. The police needed to do their job. And I tell you that I've actually been quite critical of the police being too limp-wristed about actually dealing with particularly eco-protesters in the last couple of years, be it from Just Stop Oil or Extinction Rebellion or whichever rebellion there is of this day of the week, because they change their t-shirts quite regularly. Difficult to keep up with these people. But I do think that the police...
Turn right onto London Road, A310.
Already under the law, and that's why the law had to be toughened up. I think they did the right thing.
Well, imagine climate, imagine see people protest about that, imagine someone blocked roads in Russia to protest against the war.
Okay.
You'd say,
Yeah.
oh, they're disgusting, it's not an emergency.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Well-
the same argument again.
Well, Michael, I disagree with you, but thank you very much indeed for your call, and do call again soon. I really enjoyed the conversation, quite a spirited one on the Republican protest one in particular. A lot of calls and texts and tweets on that. Really enjoyed the show. If you missed any of today's show, you can listen back on Global
In 200 yards, your destination will be on the left.
shows to catch up on, as well as the best video clips from LBC and other global stations. Download Global Player for free from your app store or head to globalplayer.com. I'll actually be back on Wednesday morning for a bonus show from 1 till 4 in the morning. Coming up at 10, it's who is it? Who's coming up at 10? I can't even remember now who's coming up at 10. But
Your destination is on the left.
Who's coming up at 10? Oh, it's David Lammy again. Good. We had a special coronation thing yesterday. It's David Lammy at 10, but right now is Breakfast with Andrew Castle. Ali, thank you.